Hey everybody, I'm recording this on Thursday, September 5th, 2024, and I'm not sure when I'm going to broadcast it, but it's something I wanted to record while it was on my mind. I live in the mid-Hudson Valley, which puts me exactly where I live, 100 miles due north of New York City. So we have a lot of reasonable folks around here. We also have a lot of New Yorkers. And so we're a bit of an extension of Manhattan and Brooklyn. And so all the mental disorders that one finds down there are up here in abundance. And I want to sort of give an example of that right now. So I saw a flyer, right? And the flyer said, celebrate Mask Week. And I thought, surely this is a spoof, or surely this is an old flyer from 3 years ago. And no, this is a flyer from August 2024. So let me show you the homepage of this group. It's called Celebrate 845. Well, that's our area code. I think that's a great idea. Let's celebrate 845. So about us, campaigns, good for them on Palestine, events, good to bring people together, good to get everyone doing stuff. I think it's a beautiful thing. There's merch you can contact. But when I go to About Us, our mission, everyone needs a mission. Um, what else they have going on? They have an FAQ. Good. We all need an FAQ. But the very first thing they have is COVID-19 and accessibility. What? What? And then when I look at their campaigns, we have art institutions, fantastic. We've got coalitions. Hey, the more coalitions, the better. Free Palestine, amen. Hudson Valley housing crisis, it's a genuine crisis. And then HIV, no, excuse me, HV, Hudson Valley, Mask Week. So I'm going to click on that. And here we go. Hudson Valley Mask Week 2024, September 15th through 21. So this is not Mask Day, it's Mask Week. And we've got some posters. Here's the dates. Celebrate. Celebrate. And they've got a mask distro. I'm not sure what that is. Flyering. I guess get involved. Here's how to get involved. Not sure what mass distribution. So that's flyering, postering. In other words, hey, take these posters and post them around. We need someone, I guess they, not me, believe me, need someone to design these posters. I'm not sure what the participants are or the amplifiers or the dreamers are. And if you need more information, you can contact Celebrate 845, 845.com. As COVID continues, again, folks, this is 2024, September, like current, right now, continues to get us sick as mask bans creep along the country. Good, by the way. We are inviting New York's Hudson Valley to flex their solidarity muscles en masse. And I do see people, not many, thank God, but I do see the odd person or the odd couple walking around wearing masks. And so this is a week-long action. We want everyone in the 845, where everybody in the 845, which is probably 1 million people, to mask for a week. Why? They don't say, we're aiming high. Yes, you are. But is there a reason to do this? Is there a medical reason? Is there a scientific reason? Is there a common sense reason? No, they just want people to mask. Now, why? Here we go. Because we keep us safer. Really? How do we keep us safer? If you're sick, stay home. Done. Because we hear folks wanting to opt back into masking, but they say they feel alone or ashamed. Okay, so this campaign is to enable those who somehow, thank God, have stopped this insane anti-medical, anti-scientific, anti-common sense practice of masking. They want to get those people back into masking. So we're going to do it together. It's solidarity. This, by the way, I mean, they've got a lot of things they're claiming to be behind, but this is the thing they're really behind. Do you think someone's paying them to do this? Because COVID and long COVID statistically impacts here we go. It statistically impacts indigenous, BIPOC, and 2SLGBTQ plus the most. We don't want to see these folks fall by the wayside or be failed by the current system who already discriminate against us. All right. So somehow by wearing a mask, which is not medically based, not scientifically based, not common sense based, you are declaring solidarity with indigenous people, BIPOC people, and 2SLGBTQ plus people. Mask bans target protesters. What? Wait, mask bans? I don't think mask bans target protesters. Oh, I see what they're saying. If you want to burn the city down and you're wearing a mask, that's very inconvenient. And you're not allowed to wear a mask, that's very inconvenient because you might get arrested and go to jail. And so they want people to be able to wear masks. And because we all can't get free without a disability justice lens. Okay, so this is the idea that, I mean, and I think you should be aware of other people's disabilities and you should work around them, legitimate disabilities. Nothing wrong with that, but not sure how this adds up to wearing masks. All this is, and if this is all new information, we invite you to read some of our other material in our COVID-19 and accessibility resource guide. Now, I'm not going to do that because I don't read the ravings of the mentally ill because I'm not treating them. Okay. So, here's how we need your help. Do you see how well organized this is? I mean, this is super organization. By the way, if you want to organize your community to do something sane, you could study these people. It's distressing that the insane seem to be better at organizing, but I'll tell you what, there's money behind this. There are PR firms, there are people with degrees in social psychology, there are copywriters, and they are probably doing this throughout the country, quote, assisting the progressive community in how to, stoke the paranoia fear and get more of the mentally unbalanced to start wearing masks again. So if you're a participant, that's step one. Just mask for a week. No medical reason. It's just a demonstration of theoretical solidarity. An amplifier. Can you invite folks, your customers, your staff, your mailing list, your following, your neighbors, your coworkers? Can we collaborate on social posts? How can you help call folks into this action? So this is very smart. Once you got somebody agreeing to do something insane, get them to get other people to do something insane. And some people have mailing lists and some people have employees. God help the employees. And some people have customers that they're going to lose if they do this, but that doesn't bother the social reformers here. I mean, this is so pathetic. I have never seen such organization locally for something that matters, but I see it for this. The mask distro. Can you help get masks into people's hands? Because, they cost $1 and they're available at the store, but we have to somehow make it a big deal to get them out to people. This can include being a mask pickup spot. Yeah, you can have masks on your front porch and hand them out. Host a pop-up in public places. Transport masks across the valley. How about food? How about sports equipment for kids and books? No, we're going to distribute masks. I will drop them off at places like libraries and community fridges and bus stops. Flyering, can you help us post these flyers? And look how clever they are. To print the flyer, just click here. I beg, truly progressive groups, real ones that are trying to do good things, to do this simple thing. Put a PDF on your site, let people download it, print it, and post it. I have very few takers, but these people get it. So God bless them. They need a designer, but they've got one, but they're always looking for more. They need a translator because you know what? English is not enough. We need it in Spanish. We need it in Tagalog. We need it in Portuguese. We need it in Chinese. And Dreamer, okay, is there another way you can picture yourself getting involved in this insanity? Let's talk. Want to host us for a conversation prior to Mask Week. I mean, do you see how organized these folks are? If you already always mask up, we love you. Oh, this is so sad. If you've been on break, we hope we can bring you back. If you want to help out, let's chat. Masking. So these are people that want permanent masking. Even though there's no medical basis, there's no scientific basis, and there's no common sense basis. Masking equals harm reduction. It equals anti-racism. It equals community care. It equals solidarity. And apparently, it equals everything. Partners in solidarity. Black Cat runs a HEPA air filter purifier at all times. Not sure who those people are. Here's another company. They're going to be there on the 7th with free masks, and they're going to run a mask hub. This is in Newburgh. Comrades at SUNY New Paltz. Now they're mixing, we deeply condemn this racist, ableist, Zionist institution, which showed its true colors. So now they're riding on a true catastrophe, mixing freeing Palestine with their own insanity. We have I don't mean to call attention to specific people, but they are calling attention to themselves. So here's something called the Doghouse Press. Here's a hairstylist, I guess. Here's a marketplace. Here's the Institute for Animal Happiness. Hard to fight that idea. Here's a package store. The owner of the shop has a master's degree in public health. He masks all the time and has some really amazing insights about why protecting ourselves and each other is still super important. This is a liquor store. He was allowed to stay open during COVID, wasn't he? Prisoners Brain Trust. Okay, rally for Free Palestine. They're going to interfere with intersectionality is the key. In other words, we're going to ride on the coattails of a legitimate social movement with our insanity. Oh my God, these are local people who I know and love. Good Lord, give me a break. We got Upstate Granola. Look at all these folks. So they've managed to get a bunch of people enrolled in this. Now this is obviously somebody's being paid to do this, and they have access to pretty first-class propaganda skills. The site looks kind of primitive and simple and down home, but that doesn't mean the thought and the intention behind it are that way. Okay. So this is going on, excuse me, in one corner of the United States. This was one of the, I don't know what it was like where you were, but this was one of the most insane places in America during the COVID con. And they did a lot of harm to a lot of people. We had the local public health officials demanding that infants be injected with the still undescribed injection. We still don't know what's in it. The ingredients are still redacted. But luckily, we have a public health graduate who can give you some amazing reasons why you need to wear a mask forever. So hopefully these folks will remain an obscure and sad minority. But just so you know, there are people behind the scenes still stoking the engines of paranoia, fear, anti-scientific thinking, anti-medical thinking, and anti-logical thinking. And the reason is if they can force masking again, they can force people back into the paradigm of you don't get to take this mask off until you get our next injection. So this is some sad stuff, and sorry to see it in my own backyard, and sorry to see otherwise good people supporting this. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. Um, anyway, that's the news on this. I'm going to log out of here. Hopefully, I recorded that correctly, and thousands of propagandists at the federal, uh, state, and local and quote community level were involved in the COVID con, helping terrify people, spreading make-believe science, um, encouraging coercion, uh, encouraging hostility against people that were not wearing masks. Um, and those people are still alive and well and still working away. And we just should be aware of them. And because they would love, it was probably a bright, shining moment in their lives. I had one guy who I've known for years in San Francisco. I mean, a phenomenal organizer, an activist, and he literally believes that we all have to wear masks forever. Um, that we've disrupted the environment so badly. Well, all I can remember is 2 million young men going in and out of Vietnam over about a 10-year period, in deep in the jungles, in the most horrific, unsanitary conditions imaginable. And if there was a time that messing with nature, and then of course they all came back to the United States. If ever there was a time where messing with nature was going to cause havoc, that was it. And the only havoc that was caused was Agent Orange, which was a chemical that the same people that want us to get these injections manufacture. Um, why the so-called progressive activists don't see this, don't understand this, I don't know, but mine is not to reason why. Mine is to offer an alternative view.
Brass Check TV, free to you, not free to us. We've got a server bill, we've got an email software bill, we've got a tech helper bill, and that happens every month. So to everybody that is supporting us financially, that's paying for their subscription in one way or another, we really appreciate it. If you're not, consider doing so. Everybody's got money for the newspaper and the cable bill and all that. Do you have money for media that's actually serving you? That's really the issue here. And when you help us, it allows us to get this information out to the world. So thanks to all our supporters, and if you're not a supporter already, please consider becoming one.